I work for a doctor's office that is situated beside a hospital nearly a century old. The building I work in was built 10 years ago, and is 3 stories of assorted specialists and doctor offices that aren't associated with the hospital. Behind it is the emergency room, which is actually older than the hospital. I'm not surprised about the hospital or emergency area being haunted. It holds a great amount of history, so I can expect there to be lost spirits roaming around those buildings. But I never expected those spirits to drift over to my office building, which has to be at least 50 feet away. My first experience happened in early morning hours 6 months ago. It wasn't quite 8 o'clock when the lobby doorknob rattled loudly. I watched a door, expecting a patient to walk in, and even went to check the hallway when no one walked in. Since we are the only doctor's office on the 3rd floor, and this hallway is long, there's nowhere someone can hide. This happened a few times that morning before the first patient of the day came in. Later, as I was telling my co-workers about the odd rattling, an appointment card lifted from the card holder, flipped in the air, and landed in front of us on the desk. None of us had an explanation for it, and it has never happened again. After that, I began hearing voices in the stairwell. It always sounded like someone mumbling downstairs, but there would never be anyone downstairs. Other times, I'd hear footsteps and no one would be taking the stairs but me. My co-workers heard it as well, so we knew we weren't going crazy. One co-worker once had the lobby television turn on at random, flip channels, then turn back off. The remote was in a cubby, and it's an older TV, so there's no way someone could have turned it on by app. No one else was in the office, since it was lunchtime. There have been times the office chairs will roll at their stations, and we have all witnessed it happening. A couple of turns, the coffee table in the lobby has been moved, and we've heard the sound of it moving both times. This evening was the scariest of all. I was the last in my office to leave, and the storms had been raging all afternoon. So I opted to take the stairs on the opposite end of the hallway. About 3/4 of the way, there were rapid footsteps behind me. I knew there was no one else in that hallway, but I looked behind me anyway, and the steps came to a quick stop. It made me nervous, and I picked up the pace. I was halfway down the stairs, just past the 2nd floor, when the door on the 3rd landing banged open and shut hard. I'll admit that I screamed. I waited a few seconds, mostly out of fear, then ran down the steps. The 3rd floor door crashed open again as I got to the 1st landing, and I thought I heard footsteps, but they could have been mine echoing at that point. I ran out of the building. Tomorrow I have to go in early and I'll be alone for at least 30 minutes. Whereas there will be storms again, and I'll have to use the stairs. I'm scared.
Subscribe to my channel.